Hello, my name is Marie and this is Booksville. Today I'm going to be discussing my 2018 book related goals. I have quite a few. I had to write them down because I can't remember things. I've broken my goals up into 3 different sections: reading related, booktube related and general booky goals. Okay, so first off, in the reading goals, I want to read 50 books this year. I almost made it last year, but the middle of the year I had a massive reading slump for like 7 or 8 months. So in the last couple of weeks of December I read maybe 15 to 20 books. Most of them were kids books, to be fair, but I was just like, I want to get my goal. And I missed it by like 3. I think I read like 47 books, but that's okay. I'm still happy with that, considering at the beginning of December I'd only read maybe like 30 books for the whole year, most of which were school books. So I'm happy with that. But this year, 50 books, and I've already read 1 book, so I'm on track! Yay! Let's see if I can keep that up for the whole year. Probably not. Next, over the course of the year, I want to read 3 classics. I do set myself goals to read classics every year, and I normally read like 1 or 2, but I'm trying to push that and make it more and more, so this year I'm going to go with 3. Next, this is going to seem kind of random since Christmas has just finished, but I want to read 2 Christmas books. Obviously I'm going to plan on reading these in December, but I have so many Christmas books at home, maybe like 10, that I've picked up over the years because I think the stories are cute. And so far I've read 1 of them. There seems to be a very small amount of time in December for me to read them, like maybe like 2 weeks. And I never push myself to read them because there's always something else that I want to read. But then after Christmas I'm like, well, Christmas is gone now, so there's no point. So this year, this Christmas, I plan on trying to read at least some of them, and I'm going to start with 2. Next, I want to read 2 non-fiction books, but not school books. I do well at reading non-fiction when it comes to school books because I kind of have to, particularly now doing my dissertation. But I don't read fun non-fiction books, if that makes sense. Like, I like reading autobiographies and I like reading stuff about science, just whatever, but I never seem to get around to reading them. So I'm going to try to read at least 2 fun non-fiction books this year. Next, this may seem slightly random, and it's the language section of my reading goals. I'm trying to relearn Spanish because at one point I was pretty darn good at Spanish. However, at the moment, no hablo español. No bueno? I don't know. I don't know how to say I don't know how to speak Spanish. I mean, yeah. So I'm trying to relearn Spanish. So by the end of the year I want to have read 2 books in Spanish. I have a kids book and the first Harry Potter book, and I hope to have read them both by the end of 2018. Continuing with the language theme, I'm also trying to relearn French this year because, I mean, with my dissertation and being in my final semester of university and applying to masters and doing Spanish and volunteering, why not learn French too? It's not like I'm busy or anything. So by the end of 2018 I want to finish at least 1 book in French, and I'm hoping that will be Harry Potter. Probably sensing a theme here, but I really love Harry Potter, and it's a book that I can read over and over and over again and not be bored with. And because I know the story, I feel it would be easier as my first book to try and tackle in a different language. I don't know, but that is my theory. Next, I want to read some more bigger books. I like reading bigger books, but it takes me forever to get through them, so I just get disheartened and either give up or just look at them and go, no. So my goal this year is to read bigger books. Not all of them, obviously. I still really like reading short books, but I want to read maybe 5 big, over 400 or 500 page books, just to prove to myself that I can do it and it won't slow down my reading. I also want to read more new releases. The past couple of years I haven't been very good with keeping up with new releases. For example, I have no clue what is coming out this year at all whatsoever. and I always feel like I'm super late and I miss the like getting to know a book before everyone's talking about it and it's been spoilt for me, or like I don't like knowing what books are about. Like I don't mind knowing like maybe a sentence about them, but I don't like reading synopsises on the back, and it makes watching booktube videos from creators that I really enjoy really hard, because I'm like, do I want to get kind of spoiled, even if it's not a spoiler? Even if it's not like a spoiler review, because I don't watch those unless I've read the book. But still, like, I don't like knowing much, so just the general overview can spoil a book for me. In a way, I don't know, my brain is weird. But I want to read more new releases so I can, I don't know, maybe get there before the hype, so I'm not disappointed, or like I can just go in to a book not knowing, which is what I really enjoy, but still also be able to watch the creators that I enjoy without being like worried that I'm going to be spoiled on something. And lastly, for my reading and book related goals, I want to reduce my TBR by 15 books. I know that doesn't sound like much, but because over the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, even though I've been reading, my TBR has been growing a lot. I'm very good at going to charity events and things and finding really cheap books. I'm like, hey, they're only 20 or 30p. Let's get 20 of them. Yeah, while it's good for helping a charity, not so good because I have no space to put books anymore. So I want to try and reduce my TBR by 15 books, which I'm hoping I can do. I also have no self-control when it comes to buying new books. I just walk around the store and be like, oh, that sounds cool, I want that! And then I get it. Because I don't really spend my money on anything other than rent, food, bills and books. So in my mind I feel justified, because books is like the fun thing that I get. And then I'm like, but I haven't read the majority of them, so now what? So yes, reduce my TBR by 15 books. Next, I have 2 booktube related goals. Sort of. The first one's very booktubey, the second one is, depending on how you view it, booktubey. I want to upload at least 1 video a week for the whole of 2018. Which I only just managed to do this week. First week in, and I am slowly failing already. I've already uploaded my yay I'm back video, but that took me like 5 minutes to shoot and edit and upload, so you know, not too taxing. I have other videos that I have filmed and edited but I haven't uploaded yet because reasons, and I suck. I don't know. For example, I have no clue when this is going out. Probably the end of January, knowing me, even though I'm filming it on the 6th of January. I'm just not good with... I'm good with time management when it comes to stuff that's important. Like, I very rarely miss deadlines for essays and stuff unless my brain has like a crazy dyslexic few days where reading and writing is so hard I can barely do it at all, and obviously I slip behind with what I'm doing. But normally I allow for that and I have everything done really early. But then fun stuff like reading, booktube, just general seeing friends, anything fun just slips by the wayside because I'm so focused on doing what needs to be done for like academic or volunteering or whatever. So yes, I am going to try to upload 1 video a week for the whole of 2018. Obviously at some points this is not going to be possible, but I'm going to try as hard as I possibly can to do that. Next, the not quite booktube related goal is to bookstagram more. Which sounds random, I know, but I really love looking through bookstagram channels and seeing all the books and how they're prettily laid out and everything, and I just want to be more engaged with that and maybe try and take some photos of my own books because I have a lot and I think they're pretty, and everyone else might as well see that they're pretty too. Also, another goal that I've just thought of related to booktube, while I haven't been uploading and everything, I have been watching videos quite often. Well, you know, when I'm doing dishes and have nothing else to do at the time because I'm already doing something else, if that makes sense. So like while I'm eating or while I'm doing dishes or, you know, whatever. But that means I can't be very engaged with the YouTube community, so I haven't left comments, I haven't gone into discussions, I haven't done any of that. So maybe for 2018 I should try and be more engaged in the booktube community as a whole. Lastly, my general bookie goals. The big one is I want to get shelves for all of my books. My house has been under construction for years now. Thank you, parents. So I haven't had bookshelves. I have one small bookshelf that I normally film against, but I have way too many books to fit on that bookshelf. By like, I could probably fill that bookshelf 8-10 times over if it's like jam-packed with the amount of books that I have. So my goal for this year is to actually get bookshelves and display all of my books very prettily on all the bookshelves across one wall in my living room. Goals. Next, I made a TBR jar a few years ago and then I promptly lost it. So over the summer I want to use said TBR jar, which may actually happen because I managed to find the TBR jar like 3 days before I left to come back to Scotland. So I may actually do that one. I want to participate in at least 2 readathons. I'm not sure which ones, probably booktubeathon and something else, but I'm going to try and participate in more readathons, but at least 2 for 2018. Lastly, sort of related to my TBR goal from before, I don't want to buy any more books than what I read. So if I read 3 books, I'm allowed to buy 3 books. But at the same time I also want to reduce my TBR by 15. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but my main goal is just to not have more books by the end of this year. And that's it. That's all my goals for 2018. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye! Also, please feel free to comment down below any of your goals or anything that you want to say to me. I'm just interested to know. Okay, thank you, bye! Oh look, someone's de-icing their car. I didn't know it was that cold. Welcome to Scotland in the winter, people! Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be discussing my 2018 reading and YouTube book related goal things. Yeah! I'm really not good at this. Today I'm going to be... I think a person can see me because my light's on. I don't like it. Postcard background. Enjoy. I have kind of broken my goals up into 3 different sets. Just gonna bounce a bit. Why not? I have broken my goals up into 3 different sections. There's the general reading, but I'm going to try my hardestest, and that is not a word, Marie. Oh, my battery's dying, that's so sad. Okay, quickly.